Today we're beginning to realize that it is not only one of the most important of all committees, but that food and agriculture are being elevated to the same level of importance as healthcare, national security, energy security. It's no longer just parochial issues that farmers and their allies on Capitol Hill do to work on specific program crops or program areas.
Agriculture encompasses public health, climate change, water quality, environmental issues, our food. It's a very important part of our lives. And unfortunately, a lot of people come to agricultural discussions thinking in terms of themselves as producers or themselves as environmental activists. And it's, we're in a world where that's not going to be a way to move forward effectively. I think all of us are going to have to give up something, and all of us are going to have to gain together and move forward together. And I think that's what we're trying to do.
So one of the things that AGREE is doing is looking at ways how we can feed a growing global population. The population in the world is expected to grow to 9 billion people, and above that between now and the year 2050. And there's not enough food in the world to be able to feed those people. Those mouths have to eat. And so what we're looking at AGREE is looking at how we can boost agricultural production in the United States and abroad. Not just production, but the full agribusiness value chain, including research, technology, extension, and education. Africa is one of the biggest places where the population is increasing and there's not enough food for people at all. One of the ways we're looking at doing that is through youth. So we need to encourage youth in the United States to go into agriculture as well as overseas. So in Africa, for example, youth are moving away from the rural areas into the urban areas because they don't see agriculture as a viable way of life for them.
Everyone on the AGREE team, I believe, is really committed to the notion that we have to sort of focus in on the evidence. We have to focus in on science. We have to focus in on the realities, the facts about food and agriculture, and proceed with our conversation in a fairly objective way.
What's so beautiful about AGREE is that it's diverse, and we're all learning about each other over the first year. I'm learning to appreciate other people's viewpoints, but clearly the idea here is to come up with solutions, is to come up with tangible things that can happen. I said earlier, the dog has already caught the car, and what we have to do now is empower all those good things that are happening in America where people work together, because the challenge to produce twice as much food is a huge challenge.
We've developed an incredibly healthy and deep respect for each other because I think we understand this is about the future. Him as a father and grandfather, me as a father, me as somebody who leads a company with now 500 people in an industry that's been putting on tremendous compounded growth rates. The organic sector is now 6% of U.S. food. $31 billion in sales, but obviously still on the rise and still very young and early in our development.
One of the most interesting things to me about AGREE is that we're looking both at obesity and public health issues that are affecting the population, both in the U.S. and globally, but we're also looking at hunger and food insecurity because we have 49 million Americans who are suffering from food insecurity. And so we want to be able to address both the public health side of the picture from obesity and the public health aspects that come from people not having enough to eat.